My mother shut me down in a letter when she saw that there was a possibility of me actually calling her out or attempting to hold her accountable for all of the abuse that she put me through. During my childhood, I was completely terrified of her. There would have never, ever been even a thought of pushback. I was in, oh my gosh, can I make her happy mode so she won't emotionally eviscerate me? That's where I was with my mother constantly. Also keeping in mind, she dropped me out of a 2-story window when I was 5, so I knew what she was capable of. When I was in my early 20s, I had 2 children, I was a single mom, I was working to go to school and improve my life and their circumstances, and she was working overtime to mistreat me, trigger me, triangulate my children against each other. My daughter was her golden, my son was the non-existent child. He didn't even make it to scapegoat status. I'm not sure what's worse. Scapegoat. I'm gonna go scapegoat because I was a scapegoat. And then she was also doing things to diminish their trust in me by making it seem like I was incapable of making good decisions or that there was something wrong with me. I mean, I could drop a glass of water and it became a personal attack in front of them with a very specific message of, look, your mother's not even capable of drinking a glass of water properly. So when she saw that I wasn't going to tolerate the way she was treating my children, because now that was different. I deserved to be abused. That's how I felt about my relationship with my mother, but my children did not. And when I said to her, listen, I need you to stop, treating them differently, and please try not to speak to me that way in front of them, and can we go to therapy and work this relationship out, because I really want you in my life, I want you in my children's life, but if this continues, I can't continue in this relationship under these circumstances. She saw me gaining my voice. She wrote me a letter, and I'll put it in the backstory. I'll link the video from, I read the letter, where she's like, I'm not going to take the blame for your life and your circumstances and all of these different things. So that was her preemptive strike to silence me. And what I did in return was I wrote her a 7-page letter, which I would never deliver again, because I feel I only gave her the satisfaction of knowing how much she hurt me and that those things landed where she intended them to be. But anyway, I don't live in regret. I wrote her a letter in return. 3 years later, she was calling my 9-year-old behind my back. I was in a hospital having a baby. I don't know how she knew. There must have been a flying monkey I was not aware of. And I called her and I confronted her in that moment. All denial. Nothing had changed. And I've never really, I interacted with her once or twice again when my grandchildren were born, and since then my eldest daughter also has nothing to do with her, because she's an abusive person. And unfortunately, she's never going to change. And even if she did change now, I'm 57 years old. She can't make anything right anymore, because I have so much experience with her. It tells me she's not a trustworthy human being. I've seen my eldest daughter have the same types of experiences with her, albeit not as abusive, because my daughter was an adult when they had interaction. That there's no value in me having a relationship with her, even if she came to the table now. I'm done. Like, it's over. She's not an energy that I need to have in my life.